What's up everybody, Brad here with the Money Dad channel. In this video I'm going to show you every single stock that I am invested in and trading right now at this time at the end of June in 2021. I'm not going to get into my retirement account, which is by far my largest account, just because there's no particular stocks in there. That whole account is invested into medium and small cap stock indexes. It's by far my biggest account. I won't get into exactly how much it is. I will show you guys how much is in my Robinhood account up here in a moment, and then I will talk to you guys about how much is in my E-Trade account. I'll show you all of my positions that I'm in TradingView in my E-Trade account. Just because I don't want to pull up my E-Trade account because there's some personal information that I don't want you guys to see. No offense, I hope you understand. I'm not trying to put all of my personal information out there on the internet, but I do know that with these stock trading YouTube accounts, people want to see how much money are you putting up. Are you even doing this for real, or are you just talking the game or whatever? So I do want to show you guys I do have real money in the game when I make these trades, and hopefully you will take my word when I talk to you about what is in my E-Trade account, as I show you all of the positions that I have here in TradingView via my E-Trade account. So I'm not going to go over my retirement account. Like I said, that is by far my biggest one. My E-Trade and Robinhood accounts are just babies compared to that. I'm not going to go over the equity in my house. That's also another big asset to me. I'm not going to go over my cryptocurrencies, which is a smaller asset. And I'm not going to go over my precious metals, which is kind of just a hunk of silver coins and jewelry that I have stashed away in a safe. That's pretty much it. It's not a ton of money, but it's something that I keep track of. So let's start with the positions that I have in E-Trade. These are the positions. These are the stocks that I am actively trading right now. This is not a long-term investment. These are stocks that I am trading, and some of them are medium to long-term trades, like what you see on the screen right now. This is Facebook. This is a medium to long-term trade. I'm in this for at least the next couple months, I would say. You can see I'm projecting Facebook to go to about $420. It's currently at $355 right now. I had a nice day, up 4% on the day. We did hit our kind of middle target there. Looks like my middle target was around that $335 range. We passed that, and now we're heading up to the bigger target, it looks like. So I'm going to hold on to that one. So that's Facebook. All the 6 stocks that I'm in my trading account are listed right here. Basically, Facebook, Snap, Futu, CleanSpark, RHE, and Hiti, High Tide. There's some other stocks that I would love to be in right now. I just don't have the trading capital for them, like ASO, for example. I really love this stock. I did just close out of that trade a week or two ago. This is Academy Sports. I think it's a great long-term investment, honestly. I looked at the financials. I played this based off of this trading pattern right here. There was a little bull pennant that had formed, and we broke out and we busted to the upside, and then I sold it around this range. I told my channel members, if you're a member of the channel, then I update you guys every time I buy or sell a stock. I told you guys, I think I sold it at like $36 or $37, and it's at $40 now. So hey, when you trade stocks, sometimes you watch them continue to go up after you get out of them, and it is what it is. But you do it because you're basing it off of a trade pattern. It hits your target, you take that money out after it hits that target, and you move on to the next trade. So it is what it is. You win some, you lose some. I made a lot of money on ASO, and then I took my money out, and it continued to go up. Hey, it is what it is. But I like this as a long-term stock. I will probably transition this stock over to my long-term account, which is my Robinhood account here soon. I just don't have the capital for it yet. So for E-Trade, these are my short-term trades. They're not long-term investments. So it's Facebook, Snap. You can see I saw this kind of pattern right here. We broke out of it. We're heading up to $80. Or I'm tracking, or I'm projecting that we're heading up to $80. So once we hit $80, I'll probably sell out of Snap. On Futu, we have this nice kind of consolidation pattern here. We broke out of it and we're heading to the upside. I don't remember the exact price target on that one, but this one also has nice fundamentals and financials, a good long-term investment as well. CleanSpark has not done well lately, but I'm still a believer in this company. So I think we are going to break to the upside out of this downward trending channel soon, or at some point. And I think, you know, I'm targeting this gap right here from when they sold more shares. They put more shares out on the market to raise capital. They gapped down, so we've got this gap right here. I'm targeting that at least. And once we fill that gap, I will reassess the chart and see, you know, what does it look like here, because I really like this company. I want to hold it longer, but I do have it in my trading account, so I may sell it just to take that money out and put it into a different trade or a new trade. So RHE is a short squeeze play. You can see we've got some triangles here, these consolidation phases where we get these blast offs coming out of them. So we're getting close to the end of this triangle here. I'm projecting a short squeeze soon on this one, and then with these short squeezes you have to be ready to hit that sell button quick, because you can see, for example, on this one and even this one, you know, you blast off and then you crash back down quickly. So this one was like in the span of one day. This one right here, you can see there's a couple of candlesticks in there. It's not as bad as this one, where this one was literally a 1 day blast off and then crash. This one was more like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days. So not too bad, but you need to be prepared for that 1 day big kind of blast. So I'm keeping my eye on that one. You know, when we get that blast off, I'm going to be ready to sell. And then HITI, High Tide, they actually were just reported earnings after the close today, and it looked like they were pretty fantastic. So I'm expecting this to go up soon. I don't know if it's going to head to the upside tomorrow or not, because you never really know how the street interprets these things. They could say, well, you know, they doubled their revenue year over year, but they're not profitable, so we're going to sell. I mean, there's any, you know, you could interpret these earnings reports anyway. You could imagine, you know, whether you're a bear or a bull. So I'm not going to worry about it tomorrow. I'm going to wait for it to kind of settle down and see where it settles, and then go from there on this one. But we do have a nice consolidation pattern going on here, and I think it's going to break out of it one way or the other, and then I'll reassess if I want to stay in or sell at that point. So those are the 6 stocks that I'm currently trading at this time. So that's my E-Trade account, and just to let you guys know, I trade with about $1,000 per position. It's not exact every time, but it's about $1,000 per position. So that account, that E-Trade account, you know, 6 trades in it at this time, about $1,000 each. Is about $6,000 in there. It's not a huge account. You know, it's a baby account compared to, you know, some of my other assets like my retirement account and the equity in my house. But you know, I try not to put a ton of my you know, wealth into an account that I'm trading either. You know, I understand that trading is high risk, and I don't want to risk a lot of my wealth on trades. So I recognize that, and I limit that. Okay, so let's move on to my second account that I'm going to show you guys. This is my baby long-term investment account. I put $100 every week into this Robinhood account, and I started this Robinhood account when I started this YouTube channel. So that was about 9 months ago, I guess, maybe 8 months ago. So I put $100 a week in, and you know, I didn't have this account 8 months ago, 9 months ago, and now I have $3,000 in it. It's not a ton of money, but it's also $3,000 more than I would have had to my name if I hadn't started this YouTube channel or this Robinhood account, right? I started this Robinhood account, one, because I'd never used Robinhood before and I knew a lot of people were, and I wanted to familiarize myself with it. But two, I also wanted something to track and talk about on this YouTube channel to and hold myself accountable to. And I kind of started to get away from that, after the first couple of months, and as my channel started to grow in a certain direction, I found out, what you guys really liked to see me talk about. You really liked the chart pattern analysis videos, my stock predictions based on these chart patterns, right? You guys liked those videos the most. So I stopped making the Robinhood account update videos because they just weren't doing well. Well, that doesn't mean that I stopped investing in the account. I still put $100 a week. You can see I haven't allocated the $100 for this week yet, but it's going to go into one of these positions. But I stick to it. I have a auto contribution, $100 a week, and I don't even notice it. I've adjusted my expenses, my spending, to so that I don't need that $100 a week anymore. It's just out of sight, out of mind kind of thing, and that's awesome because that's $3,000 now that I would have spent on junk, right? I would have spent it on food or toys or whatever. Well, now I have an extra $3,000 invested than I normally would have. And this is a long-term account, so I'm investing in ETFs, right? The ARK ETFs by ARK Invest, which is run by Cathie Wood. I'm a big believer in her vision for, finding stocks that are going to be the future, companies that are going to be the future. So big believer in her. So I have 4 positions here with 4 of her ETFs: ARKG, ARKK, ARKW, and ARKF. And then the other position I have is another belief of mine. It's a cannabis ETF. My belief is I think cannabis or marijuana will be legalized in the United States during this White House administration at some point. So I'm investing in cannabis ETF CNBS because I believe these stocks are going to just shoot through the roof once we get some kind of legislation that pushes us closer and closer towards recreational legalization. So I think there's huge potential there. And that's it. It's 4 different ARK ETFs. It's a cannabis ETF, and I just split my money across the 5 of them. I try to keep it pretty even. I think there's probably $500 in each of these ETFs, and every week I put $100 in, and I just go in here and I look and I see, okay, which one has the least money in it? Okay, that one gets $100 this week. It's that easy. And I just kind of rotate through the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them. And that's it. So that is my kind of baby long-term investment account. So I have my long-term investment account in Robinhood. I have my trades, my 6 stocks that I'm trading right now in E-Trade, which I'm showing you in TradingView. I don't have my E-Trade account pulled up. And then I also have my retirement account. That is my account that is much, much bigger than those 2. I have the equity in my house that is much, much more than those 2. I have my cryptocurrencies, which is a lot. And then I have, like I said, the precious metals locked away in a safe. So that is basically it, guys. That is my portfolio. Just kind of holding myself accountable here on the channel. I haven't done an update like this in a long time. Let me know if this is something that you like to see. I can keep doing these things. I don't want to get too carried away and do them, every day or once a week or anything, but maybe once a month or once a quarter or something like that. Let me know. If you guys want to see this, I'm more than happy to keep myself accountable on my channel. I'm not trying to hide anything other than, my personal information being out there on the internet, so I'm not afraid to show my Robinhood account because it doesn't say, there's no personal information here other than how much money is in this account, which it's a baby account, so I'm not too worried about that. But that's what I got for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know, what do you think about my setup here? I've got the Robinhood account for like a baby long-term thing to do with the channel. I've got E-Trade for my trading, my short-term trades that I talk about mostly on the channel. I've got my retirement account in a separate broker. I've got my equity in my house. I've got a little bit of crypto in some crypto brokers, and then I got my precious metals. What am I missing? Let me know. What do you guys think about my allocation? Is it not, how would you do it? Would you do it differently? Would you put more money into your trades? Would you put more money into your long-term accounts? Let me know what you guys think. And I think that's all I got for this video, guys. So if you stuck around this long, I really appreciate it. Hit that like button. If you're not a subscriber yet, hit that subscribe button. Go check out my other videos. I do stock price predictions based on chart patterns mostly in my videos. This is a kind of a different one for me where I show you what all of my positions are. I don't do this normally, but I'm happy to if you guys want to see more stuff like this. Okay, I'll see you guys in the next video.